Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the Stadia Hour. It's your boy Rictone, and this is my tutorial of the classes in Destiny 2. A lot of people want to try Destiny 2, but you know, they're apprehensive and they feel like if they spend a lot of hours, they want to know what they're getting into. So I'm just going to show you the simplest possible thing is the supers. That's your ultimate ability and kind of some of the class abilities to kind of show what role you play when you're gonna be playing Destiny 2. Stay tuned. There's three classes in Destiny. You got Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. Hunter is your rogue class. That's your little like stalker class. Can go invisible, sneaks around, is very fast, elusive. That's the type of character. So if you're thinking about that, that's the Hunter right there. Titan, that's your tank. You know, takes a lot of damage, can dish it out. Not unlike other games where the tank is usually slow. Titan can be extremely fast, very aggressive play style. Yeah, it's very formidable, and it's great with protecting. It's great in all types of content. It's like PvE, PvP, really pretty good in everything. All right, Warlock. Warlock is your mage class, your caster. This one does all the little tricks. Not being the fastest, but it can move fast when you learn some of the mechanics, you know. But yeah, just all the little magic tricks, healing wells, you can heal others, really cool. So I'm gonna just go down the list. I'm gonna start with Hunter. This is the Hunter, right? And we're gonna start with Gunslinger. This is your grenade. Your grenades change depending on the subclass. These is your class abilities. They do not change. These are your jumps. They do not change. When you change your subclass, they do not change. Only thing that changes is the grenades and this part, the perks and the traits over here. Right? Very simple. I'm gonna show you the top tree. So I'm gonna give you a showcase of grenades first. That's your incendiary. It bursts and it does a damage over time, or called a dot. It can bounce, so you can be strategic with it. Swarm grenade. Somebody's at this door. They come through and it just follows them. You can follow them pretty decent, like maybe over here. And then they explode. Got your trip mine, set people up. You don't throw it at someone, just throw it at a wall. Someone comes in, you can also detonate it. Those are the grenades for the Gunslinger. Alright, let's go over to the top tree and bottom tree are basically the same, just different with your melee. Let me show you melee for the top tree. It's a proximity knife. Also explodes. It's basically like a trip mine. I'll do one more. Yep. See that? Destroys it pretty quick. People come near it, it explodes. Let me go to the bottom tree because let me show you the super for top tree real quick. All the other perks, I did the other video, it was over an hour. So I had to condense it. If any more details, join the clan. Or send me a message, find me on Twitter. Or just give me the super. So this is the super, 6 shots. You got 6 shots right there. And if you kill something, it replenishes. So you have the same amount of time. Right? If I let this bar run out, you have the same amount of time. You gotta use 6 as soon as possible. Same time. 1 just resets when you do that. Alright? Really good PvE, PvP. More PvP because you could take out room of people. It's really good. Let me show you the bottom tree. The bottom tree super is all about getting your super and all about precision. It has 3 shots, but if you get a critical hit, which is yellow, it doubles the damage. So let's say 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, you know, something like that. The damage multiplier. So it's less shots, and the thing that has different is the melee here. You see that? That's the weighted knife. This one can even bounce. I'll bounce it. I'm gonna try to hit right there. Yep, it landed over there. This one's a one-shot kill, and it replenishes when you kill something with it, so it's pretty cool. You can basically throw barrage of knives. And name says it all. Boom, barrage of knives and everything. So you can turn your screen, and you see the knives where they ended up. You can get a ton of people. So, up there, covers an incredible radius. And the blade barrage's melee is 3 knives. They burn, they do a damage over time, and if you use the perks together, you can keep it going. There's enemies that burn, reduce your melee, and it just keeps going from there. 3 knives. All right. So that's Gunslinger in a nutshell. There's way more I could tell you. All right. Arc Strider.
3 minutes. It's close.
Let me show you the class ability. This is Gambler's Dodge. This one, if you're near an enemy, it will recharge your melee. Right? Gambler's Dodge. This one is Marksman Dodge. See, my bullet goes down, reloads. That's what that one does. It reloads your current weapon that you have. Alright, so the dodges are universal. They're in all of them. Universal. Alright, let me show you the grenades. Got a skip grenade. Basically what it sounds. Skips. Inside enemies. Boom. Easy enough. The flux grenade. It's a sticky grenade. You throw it and it sticks. It's not like the incendiary. It doesn't really bounce. You can't expect it to bounce. It might bounce a little, but it's not strategic. It's basically just gets there and it'll stick onto an enemy. Arc bolt. These are kind of lazy grenades. You throw them around and then they have a cone. There's like a circular cone and it seeks out enemies. It's good at people hiding around corners. Like if there's a guy you think he's there, it will get him. Alright. So the top and bottom tree, the supers are the same. You only have a shield when you dodge here, but the supers are the same. We have light attack. Supers are the same. But the only difference in bottom tree is you have an overshield.
Hit them hard.
And it works in the super as well. Top tree is the same, but no see, you have no less protection there. But if you get a melee kill, you can get back your health. So they all they have different perks, but they look the same. And the only difference with the middle one, Whirlwind Guard, really cool. You got that Star Wars effect. So it's not like a Titan, it's not really a tank, but it's for you just to get closer to an enemy. Right? Melee, bottom and that, and it does that. So it has a good effect. So it takes a little to get used to because it's not just a button. Just slide. The other melees look the same. They're just punches. They have different effects, but they're just punches. I'm just giving you visuals. You know, your first character is not a deep dive. It takes over an hour to try to do this. So boom. Really cool. Alright. Last one, NIGHTSTALKER. Remember, these are the same. Alright. The jumps are the same. Try out the jumps, see which ones you like. Start with the top tree. Voivod. So boom. Put one and then it ensnares enemies. Simple enough. Boom. Ensnares. So if somebody walks in the room, what's going on? Boom. Ensnares them, they can't move. Easy pickings. Bottom tree. is the same, but you can keep shooting, basically. Middle tree Night Stalker, totally different. It's almost like the other one. It's more of a roaming super. You're invisible. You come out of invisible and strike. Heavy attack, go back invisible. You can see through walls. Extremely useful. In PvP mostly, but PvE also. You can be invisible a long time. Revive 2 or 3 teammates. Definitely turn the tides. Okay, boom, here we go. We got the Titan, right? This is the Titan melee for the top tree striker. Okay, let me show you the super. Both supers are the same. Alright, this one, it just leaves the aftershock. See that pulse? It leaves that pulse. We got 2 grenades on this top tree. You go to the bottom tree. The bottom tree, you could just keep yourself going. You can kill it. See, no aftershock. But it does have a decent radius. Keep going, you can trample enemies. Okay. Middle tree striker. Thunder Crash. This is one of my favorites. Got a group of enemies over there on the bridge. It's all about the cool effect. I'm just showing you the coolness of you know what I'm saying, each subclass right now. Right? The deep dive, join the clan. Message. A pretty decent distance. Some people hiding over there. Really cool. Alright, next we got the Sentinel. Alright, Coda the Defender. Let me show you the class ability. Rally. I reload way faster, but it's shorter. Oh, I do have enhanced thing, so let me show you another weapon. Well, I do have enhanced, but look, it's pretty fast, but that's super fast. And these are the same. These do not change. You gotta try out the jumps. And the grenades are similar. Just try out the jumps. And now, just really showing the super, but I'm showing you class ability real quick. That's the towering barricade. Alright, the Sentinel. You can throw, you can slam, like Captain America. And then your melee button turns into that. You usually get like 1. I'm just in a game mode where I can show off the skills more. It's just a test environment. If you hold down your super activation button longer, you make a Ward of Dawn. You're almost invincible in here. You have an overshield, and when you shoot out of it, weapons are light. You can't shoot out of it though, you gotta step out. Step right alongside. Very powerful and really in high level stuff. Alright. The bottom tree. Bottom tree is all about joining the melee. You get 2 of them. So you can throw a lot more, but that's the only difference really. Read into the perks to see more, but that's pretty much the big difference. Middle tree is all about that banner shield. It's like the first one, but mobile. So you hold that, you can tank almost anything. And as people go through it, they get engulfed with a like a detonator. So that one, that middle tree is very useful. It's like a great combination of both. Alright, really good. Lastly, we got the Sunbreaker. Let me start with the top tree. The top tree is throw a hammer, just like the bomb. These ones explode. See? 1, 2, 3. Throw 1, 3 embers, they explode. That's the main difference. melee here is a charge. Alright, very useful. The bottom tree is all about the Sun Warrior. See on the ground? When you get that, you get abilities faster. You can throw more damage. So it's kind of like,
could go your way, could go there.
You really have to think. Okay, you want to be in the open like this, but you have the Sun Warrior. So throw more hammer. Kind of the middle tree. Let me make you guys guess what's the difference is with this one. This got a big boy hammer. You can spin indefinitely. You hit the ground and the fires will penetrate the enemy. You can spin. It's really good. Basically like Thor's hammer. Whatever you think Thor is doing, you can do it. It's good, and it will track enemies in the air too. Not too high, but it will track them. Okay? Let me just show you the melee quick. It's a hammer you can throw. Really cool, like a mini hammer. It's cool. It's a big hammer. And you can go near it, you can pick it back up. You got a couple seconds. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it can finish enemies off. If you get stacked, you can like one shot with it, but you gotta kill it. Alright, and that was the Titan. Alright, let's go. This is the Warlock. Alright, the Warlock is kind of always dressed with these coats, and it's that mage type character, right? Let me show you. First, use your Nova Bomb, or some refer to the Slova. This one is slower. Warlock, the trees do vary. So you see that? It goes slow, attracts enemies, and you can also explode it, and it drops these. So very useful. Time. So you can kind of throw it and explode it over enemies. Really good. Alright. With that tree, you can also make grenades better. I'll do a deep dive into each one if you guys want. If you get enough likes, you know, I'll definitely do a deep dive on that. I'm gonna show you guys the class abilities. Also, let me switch to the bottom. Alright. This one, look, shorter distance. This one's like a Kobe. This one's like that Kobe shot, you know? R.I.P. Boom. You know, it sits there. This one just called it's like a huge, it's basically like a huge grenade. Alright, let me show you the class ability. This is a healing rift. You see my bar at the top turns blue. Gives me a healing rift so I can take more damage. Empowering rift. Almost there. This one gives me a buff. So my weapons will do more damage. So if it takes 2 kills, it's only gonna take, if it takes 2 shots, it only takes 1. Gives you a buff. Alright, let me show you the middle tree. It's called Nova Warp. This one is totally different than those first two. This one you can teleport around. That's you can maneuver around. I'll just do the maneuver. Remember I told you the Warlock, if you know how to use it, can be really quick. Alright, this is how you hurt people. You press it once, small thing, or you hold it. It's really cool. Go around, boom, massive explosion. This one's really good for clearing out mobs. The grenade, you can hold that, and it turns into a short range kind of grenade. It does more damage, but there's no range to it. But it does a lot of damage. Nova Warp, really cool. let's go to the Stormcaller. The first one is all about chaining lightning, grenades, melee, everything chains lightning. It's basically the same as the bottom, but this one's about chaining lightning. You can roam around. This one you can blink too, just like the this top tree you blink. So those are the differences. Melee just changes. So this is kind of cool. All right. Bottom tree has landfall. So if someone's near you, activate it, and it makes that on the ground. Let me go to a better spot. This one doesn't have the chaining or the teleportation, but the landfall is very powerful. And I'll show you what else it's got up its sleeve. It has an arc buddy. You cast your ability, and it has a buddy that comes behind you, that comes next to you, and he shoots with you. So if you see an enemy, he'll shoot automatically. Let me show you the landfall. You see the ground, nothing there? That landfall, yeah. So you can jump up above enemies and do it. It causes a lot of trouble down there.
5 minutes. Plenty of time to fight.
So that's that. We'll finish off with the a lot of nuance. Dawn Blade. So this is a top tree Dawn Blade. It's all about staying in the air, maneuverable. Look at that. You can get to some crazy places you're not even supposed to. Dawn Blade is pretty crazy. That's a top tree. It's a little more maneuverable than the others. And this is what you can do. This is out of your super. You can fly around. Your melee is like a projectile. Very useful. You consume your grenade. You got something called heat rising. So you go up and you can shoot. Look at all this time. I got about 10 seconds in the air. I can do anything. Throw a grenade, anything. So it's all about mid-air engagements. So it's kind of an advanced thing. I'm gonna lie. It can be pretty advanced. Once you get it, it's really good. Alright, let me show you the bottom tree. The bottom tree, the projectiles seek. And they explode. No, they seek and then the enemies killed explode. So I can't show you seeking, but and it has Phoenix dive. With out of your super, like if you're weak and you're in the air getting hit a little, but you can't do that double, you can't do the mid-air stuff with this tree. But this one, in your super, the Phoenix dive has this effect. So it has a set of defense.
3 minutes. You're evenly
this one's
matched.
good for PvE because you can keep killing stuff. And alright, middle trees very different. If you're following, the middle trees are very different. They are extremely different. So middle tree. Well of Radiance. It's basically your rift, but way bigger, probably 2 times or 3 times as bigger, and you're healed, and you do damage at a higher rate. This one, it might not look flashy, but this is end game required. Really good. Even in the Beyond line, I know it's gonna be really good. This is gonna still contend with stasis. So if you're in this, you're not invincible. So you don't want to be dancing around and having lunch, and people can still get you, but you do have that advantage in here. So that's the warlock. That's the classes. Hopefully you guys will join the clan, see what's up, and try the classes out. But this video just gives you, I'm telling you, brief. I had one other video. It was over an hour. because I gave every rundown, but this is the supers. At the end of the day, let's go back. Alright, so that's Rictone.